Hey folks, Storm here, and I'm in an M60, and we're going to be fighting this leopard here. This was an amazing experience that I got to have, but that's not where my story starts at all. So I want to take you back. So it all started back when I was streaming World of Tanks. This is where I really got to enjoy tanks and learn about them. And then I got into modeling. So I've been modeling since I was a kid. My uncles were into it, my dad was into it. So I got to make a few models to start. And then I actually finally got to go see some real tanks at a museum. So found a museum very nearby to where my wife and I live. And got to go see some in person to take some really nice in-person photos. And then I came back with some more inspiration and did a nice diorama with some of the models I had done. And then we found some more tanks that were nearby, even closer to home, like this Stuart here, which is actually practically made in my backyard. So again, learned a lot and made another diorama with the little Stuart. And I actually got to donate that one to the museum. So that one is in the Stuart Museum. And then we went to another museum. This one was down in Harrisburg. Got to see some really awesome tanks, including this Hellcat here. And this is my lovely wife who did join me on a lot of these trips. She is my partner in life, absolute best friend, and she's been on all these journeys with me. So again, just so many tanks we got to see. I mean, I was so inspired by a lot of other artists I've seen, and I just wanted to get some up close pictures. And then there's a random helicopter here for no good reason, but we got to see lots of amazing vehicles. And again, that all inspired me as I was learning more in modeling, and I finally got to do this Sherman. And this is a 1/16 scale Sherman tank that I just went all out on. It took me about 2 months, and I just got to really focus on texturing, paint layering in terms of like post shading and whatnot. Got to work on weathering. I mean, these tracks just turned out beautifully with dry brushing to make it look like worn metal and things like that. It just turned out so well. I just learned so much on this journey, and I was impressed with myself as to how this Sherman turned out. It just looked so beautiful. So I even got to do some rusting on the exhaust, which is hard to see, but I had some really cool stuff there. And this miniature turned out wonderful. I mean, this whole project was so beautiful. And it actually sits on my desk at work right now. Lots of people get to check it out. So, so much fun. So then, okay, this is kind of getting back to where we started, right? So, this is a Kino weekend. My wife and I went up to a Kino weekend up in Oshawa, Canada, and got to see all these awesome running tanks. I think they actually had told me that they had surpassed Bovington for the most amount of running tanks on site. So just amazing plethora of tanks, and we got to see some live fire action as well, with blanks, but still we got to see some awesome stuff. And then I got this golden ticket. I found a golden ticket, and that golden ticket let me get into the tank. And then I got into the tank, and we got to drive around, which is what you saw. Oh, and then I did an RC thing once at the beach, which was cool. So if you're interested in seeing more content like my Sherman, this is a little bit of a preview for my next project. This is a Panther. So definitely like and subscribe if you want to see some more. Thank you so much.